Oh, wow, that sounded like a Pudget sound.
Yeah, it was a Pudget
because
sound.
that's the first name of our first track, guys.
I wonder whether Pudget's
Pit?
actually meant to be pronounced
Roach?
Puget.
Pit.
Or
Roach.
Puget.
Roach.
What's a
Roach.
Puget?
It's a roach. Oh,
Okay.
my controller's not
It's a
working.
roach.
Ah!
What the fuck?
What do you mean your controller's not
I
working?
don't know, it stopped working. I'm plugging it out. I'm plugging it back in again. Here we go.
Oh, good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Doesn't
Okay, I've
normally-
reconnected the controller, and we're all good.
Oh, wow.
He's got an Xbox One, that's why.
Oh, call
Which
it.
is the correct one.
Correct.
Not
one
these
to use.
unofficial PS4 drivers. Am I right?
Yes, he is right.
Oh, man, this
So,
is a lot of rain.
what's
Really.
a Puget?
More like putrid.
Oh, put trick in.
I'll point out I didn't choose the roach that was suggested to me.
Oh.
So
Still
that
should
was a
be
mistake.
manageable with a pit. Anything's achievable in a pit. If you just believe, Ross.
If you believe in pit.
If you could found your own pantheon,
Yeah. Much like in the
and-
game Civilization.
but it could be anything you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
And
Yeah,
people
that's
would
it.
Beat
believe
me with
it.
that. Holy
People would
shit.
believe it and follow it, and
Yep.
you would be the main, say, priest.
Okay.
What would you bring in? What would your belief system be?
Reckless
Oh.
pursuit of knowledge, mate.
Reckless.
I would,
Well, without limit.
without limit.
So I think I'd probably,
Can I get an example?
you know, I'd experiment on people.
right.
Probably. In certain situations.
To what ends?
Well, to what ends? To
Yeah.
further, you know, technology and human understanding.
Colourful.
So
Colourful map, this one.
it is colourful, isn't it? Oh, for all going down the hole. It's very silent as well.
I
Yeah,
think
space,
that,
mate.
I think that eventually, like one day,
Well,
as
there
long
are
as we
some
don't
sounds.
blow ourselves up, we'll eventually get to the point where we sort of supersede our understanding of like what is real, and you know, like find out, I don't know, some sort of higher state of consciousness. I actually think this could actually happen.
Oh my god.
And
Steep.
in order to get there, we might as well just go balls to the walls with it. Because once we get there, we'll understand so much more than what is just physical being.
I read recently that there is slim evidence, but
Mhm.
evidence nonetheless, that we are perceiving reality in 2 dimensions.
Yeah, it's like an echo or something, right?
Yeah, well, basically, yeah, it's very hard to explain because I don't fully understand it at all.
Right.
But we are perceiving reality in 3 dimensions, which is fake. It's actually 2 dimensions.
Right.
Right.
It's like watching a monitor screen, looking at something that is 3D. You know it's
Mhm.
3D because you understand it, but really,
Yeah.
the reality is a 2D screen. And that could be the case for all of reality, guys.
Hmm.
It's just a simulation, essentially.
Or it's like we're experiencing the echoes of a university that's already exploded. Is another one.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's it, guys. Echoes over.
That's it.
Everybody out.
Unplug.
But yeah, like basically the universe exploded a long time ago, and everything that we experience is simply just echoes of the people that experienced it then. So we're not even real.
This is horrifying.
Yeah, it's
Horrifying
interesting.
thoughts for trials. Such a light-hearted
Well, it's not horrifying
bike game.
because I mean, like, is it a bad thing? You know?
It's futile. It feels like all our meaning is gone.
Does it?
Our strive for excellence
This
is
doesn't matter
merely
anyway,
echoes.
is it?
It doesn't matter.
the
Exactly.
scheme of
Trot.
things.
Doesn't fucking matter, mate.
It's like the Matrix, in the fact that when they're in the Matrix, everything feels real, etc. Why would
So
you want to be
that's
unplugged
enough,
from
is
that?
it?
Yeah. Why would you want to live
Well,
underground?
When it comes to it, when it comes down to it, right? Yeah, I think it is.
So you'd stay plugged in. You take the blue
Well, because at the end
pill?
of the day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Blue-
exactly. No, he's right. He's completely right, and this is completely how like studies of perception.
That's why that
and
guy
everything
goes in there
works.
for some steak, because he's like fucking. He loves
chicken.
steak. Chicken?
It's chicken.
It was steak, wasn't it? He's
It's
it's juicy steak. I remember him. talking
Doesn't
about
matter. Or it doesn't even
it.
matter.
Exactly, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
because Trot, what you got to think about is the fact that
Yeah, but what if you had the knowledge that you knew that all of that was not real?
yeah, but it doesn't matter. How do you define real, mate?
Well, he knew
Because,
it
like,
wasn't real, and he wanted
if-
to go back in.
if you enjoy perception,
yeah, that's true.
like if you enjoy, it's like there's like a lot of this is all about philosophy of perception, which you'd probably find very interesting, Trot. But basically, of the limited A-level studies of philosophy of perception that I did, which is
on.
very limited and now a very long
Enlighten
time
me.
ago, what you got to think about is, say you had 2 existences. So what you knew to be the real existence, which was you living underground in some horrible dystopian future, and then you had this other thing where you could plug into the machine and it would perfectly mimic experiencing normal things. You know,
Yeah.
so say when you're wandering around, there's nothing to say that in the Matrix, the bit where they were experiencing the dystopian future wasn't them just plugged in as well. Is what I'm getting
Okay,
at.
that's fine.
So
I
perception
understand that.
and your understanding and your knowledge of existence is very much based on whether or not you care about
Let
whether
me give
you
you
whether you
a-
put existence in perception or whether you put existence in the individual.
Let me give you another premise then. So, because most of the time, when you have these options, the alternative is a dystopian future.
Right.
For example, you're unplugged and you realize that's the reason we're in the Matrix, because everything's shit. What if, for example, we're being limited by the fact that there's other potential dimensions, knowledge, existence out there that's better than what we're currently experiencing?
And that's why I would have a progressive balls to the walls pantheon of knowledge, mate, because I want to get there and find those
What
things.
if, in this simulation, you couldn't possibly ever discover it because they've restricted that access?
But what? So why would you remain in the simulation?
Because you could. You
can't. Would you
have
know?
to.
Would you?
Well, then you wouldn't. Yeah, you
But
would.
you discover that there is
Another
this is
thing.
all.
I guess it would. You'd just be then you would also have to discover that there's a definite no way in hell of ever getting there, because otherwise you just devote your studies to getting there.
Yeah, it's a conundrum.
Is it a conundrum? Like it depends on whether you've
you
got.
can never discover something that's been restricted from you, so therefore you would never have that pursuit and knowledge of knowing that there's something better.
Well,
if
you never but you know it exists and you know you can never get there.
That's what I mean. Like, that premise in itself is flawed, because you can't really know.
Well, it's not. You could like prove the existence of an alternative dimension, and you could also prove that due to the way time works, we can never get there.
Yeah, it was all based on my premise, like the basic one, where knowing that there's something better, and we're in a simulation.
Right. I don't know. I like, for one, like, you know when they talked about on Reddit, they had the thing about like choose your immortality or choose your road to immortality. Remember that?
No.
Really fucking awesome, like, little article about there's like 6 major ways that we could theoretically get to immortality. And like there'll be things like advanced medical care so we won't age, or there'll be downloading a consciousness to a computer, so you know your consciousness is the computer and your body dies, but that doesn't matter. And it was really, really cool.
What did you choose?
Well, I think there's some really obvious ones that would be really great, like, for example, say medical, where we do get to the point where we can just stop growing old. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, with a computer consciousness thing, I think personally that's probably the most realistic. Perhaps.
Maybe we become world guys.
Exactly. Well, imagine if you had unlimited power within the computer world. Like, how fun that would be.
Hyper connected.
Yeah.
You guys see that video on the Fermi paradox?
No, what's that?
That there are like 10,000 stars for every grain of sand on Earth.
Right.
And basically just like the idea of coming across aliens or like alien beings.
Right.
The chances of it.
And the chance of it, etc. And like, you know,
minuscule.
The fact that we haven't seen anything yet is just because we're so fucking insignificant in this universe, etc. And you know, it takes so long to get any messages across anywhere. And also understanding the messages could be like explaining, you know, talking to an animal about why we have society, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or it's because we're all in a simulation. They've blocked all the alien
or we
knowledge.
could all be in a simulation. But the thing is that's the thing. When you look at that and you look at space, etc., it's strange how there is this kind of almost arrogance that people assume that we are the center of it, or we are like a big part of it. When in fact, you know, we are just
pathetically
an accident,
minuscule.
But that happened.
Yeah. I think that's it, though. That's the main argument, is that like the variables required to create life on Earth are so crazy,
and
or at least
for that to then live and extend beyond our own world. For example, like,
it's just chance, isn't it? Like,
it was the whole the reason also why we're potentially not seeing other intelligent life is because it's so difficult for us to expand beyond and get past the threshold of just dying in space.
Yeah, because we're so fucking short-lived.
Yeah, because life is so fragile. Yeah, it's tough.
So that's why, you know.
X Supercross.
X Supercross. So what do
Pit.
we?
Definitely Pit.
Still a Pit.
It's a hard. So yeah.
Oh, fucking hard ones.
On a trip up this time.
Jesus Christ,
Trot.
I'm gonna send you into space.
What?
And see if you ever return.
I'm so fragile, though.
You won't, mate. Yeah, you're super fragile, mate. Tiny little insignificant. It's like remember on Simpsons? I mean it's just a graphic in terms of how then we like, and also Men in Black, where the worlds kind of then turn into galaxies and it zooms out into like tiny little marbles in this, and then you just bubbles in water, and then it's just like such a crazy thought to think that I mean, you know,
had this like spell like that eureka moment in science, which I think was shouted down, but where I thought, you know, atoms, right? They look a lot like little solar systems. What if there's just infinite scale? For example, you go into an atom or a molecule, and that's just a little planet or a universe, and you keep going inside. And then the science teacher was like, shut up, just keep
dissecting that. Shut the fuck up, kid!
Keep dissecting that heart, you stupid.
I never dissected a heart at school.
Did you not?
No.
Dissected a heart? It smells weird.
I fucking won first! That's the first time in this
did well.
session to
Giant
do
football.
well at all.
I don't think I ever dissected anything either.
No, didn't dissect anything.
You didn't have Nicky Bauer.
No, I think they did a dissection like in front of us.
Oh yeah, we took turns.
Right.
They just dissect your balls,
We didn't
Trump.
get our own heart, unfortunately.
No, we didn't get our own heart. They couldn't afford it. Not enough hearts to go around.
There was a fridge that had like cow hearts in,
Well, I found.
but
the
I
coolest.
never actually had any part in whatever they did with them.
They did this model.
Probably
of-
collecting them, right?
Cow hearts. You were collecting them.
This
Cow
one's
heart
horrible.
collector, they called me.
Jesus.
This one's really horrible, and I've set the faults to 100 just in case. It's called One Shot, and guess what?
In case what? Oh no.
Yeah,
God.
that's right.
What? Why have you done that?
Oh, mate, I got quite far and I fucked up.
You're not allowed to fuck up, mate. Because it's a one shot. Do not miss your chance to
Why
blow.
would you do this to us, Drop?
Why is it raining too?
Right, you know we're.
I
pretty
can't be
shit.
asked to add things to background, so there's gonna be fog and
fucking-
rain.
I quite like the things we're jumping onto.
Yeah, the glowy Aztecian future.
But it's really fucking cloudy and fucking rainy, chat.
I
You
know.
sort weather out next time, you
I
prick.
sorry.
You pooping? You
I
better
think-
not be fucking
I think
pooping.
he's pooping because
Ugh.
the Minions movie's coming out
Oh
soon,
god.
and
Oh god.
that's apparently important to some people.
The Minions movie, mate.
Yeah, I don't understand. What was that? What was the original film? What?
What's the Despicable Me?
Yeah, it's
Despicable
actually
Me.
pretty good. I like the Minions. They're quite cool. But yeah, fuck me is that
To have their own
cash-in.
film, is that a... Because
I-
like, I've seen everywhere
to
like
be
people
honest,
wearing
everyone
t-shirts and
kind of
stuff
watched
with...
Despicable Me for the Minions, didn't they?
Yeah.
Really.
Because they've got fucking goofy little voices.
I didn't really care much for the main characters. I can't even remember the
Right,
character.
You fucking
Groot,
love it
Groot,
so much more.
Groot.
than-
Groot.
What?
The
Groot.
villain was cool.
His name was like Gru. I think his name is.
Not I am Groot.
No, it's called Gru. G-R-U. It's good.
He was good. But yeah.
Who was the villain in it? Was it Will Ferrell?
No,
No.
no, that was Lego movie.
No, he was Megamind as well, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, it's Lego.
Oh, was he
Mind.
Megamind?
Yeah, that's a Lego movie.
No,
What?
no, Megamind wasn't in the Lego movie. Lego movie was
Oh, but he did have like this big,
he had the
huge head.
lid of super glue.
Megamind,
Yeah.
Mastermind was he called? No,
Mas-
he was called Megamind.
Masturbator.
Master, fuck, I'm completely.
Oh, I'm getting better at this.
Right, are you getting better at this? Because that's important. Who
We're
want
all
to see?
sort of stopping on the same bit, I think. That little curved bit with a
Did you,
square on top.
did you play this at all before you
Nope. I watched
Okay.
someone else do it really well, and I thought, yeah, one day.
That's the French guy, mate. That's what it was. That's
Don't.
what you were witnessing.
Don't. Why'd you have to?
Because you were seeing the French guy and you thought, well, that looks really easy. And you're like, fuck, that was the French guy because he's really fucking good.
Why are you doing that anthem?
You go to bed listening to that, don't you? You go to bed listening to that at night. Put his headphones in.
God damn it. Can't get up to the fucking...
Come on, motherfucker! How do you even do that bit? How? Let's go back to talking about reality and how life is somewhat meaningless.
Reality's a construct.
Nice.
Nice. Take mushrooms to set you free.
Drugs. What they like.
No, mate.
Quantum physics is fucked up, though, isn't it? Pretty much baffling all
Yeah.
modern science.
But with all that data information around, if you could choose one god to believe in, which one would it be, Trot? That could have done all those complex things as one specific being.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking isn't a god, Trot.
I think
We've been
he's-
through this
he's a
hours and
resurrection.
hours ago.
His resurrection.
With who?
He's what? He's-
God.
Of what? I don't think he knows what he's saying.
He's come back.
What do you mean he's come back?
He's come back to tell us.
He was never here. That was the whole point.
What?
I think what's kind of crazy is that, like, as much as I don't believe in any, religious thing, I think there is arguments for intelligent design in the universe.
There's arguments for a lot of things, mate.
3.14, mate. Golden ratio.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I'm done. DNF. Cool. Now I can focus on
3
talking.
faults left.
Yeah, like I think there is evidence of intelligence design.
Go on.
Or maybe not evidence. Maybe the theories that could support intelligent design. Well, it's just the odds and stuff. Like the odds of stuff happening
I
are
guess
pretty slim. I guess
Also,
if
the
you,
odds of winning a lottery is how many? Like, in terms of how many planets are...
Fuck that bit.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends if the universe is infinite, then there is no evidence of intelligent design because everything should happen at some point.
How cool would it be to... The thing is, obviously, what was it the theory of 10,000 stars to 1 grain of sand theory is to the observable universe.
Right.
Just think about beyond what we can actually see, the light that hasn't even managed to travel here in time yet. That's the astonishing part, is that obviously things are so far away that we can't, like, the light hasn't even been able to travel here.
And it's travelling crazy
and
fast.
also we're not seeing things in real time. We're seeing obviously the speed of light, and
then obviously
at great distances that is billions of years ago.
So it's pretty thought-provoking when you start thinking about those things and look up at the sky.
It used to scare me shitless as a kid. Like, space, endless space.
Oh, that's the thing. Like space, like kind of sci-fi films and space, like films in space and stuff, were kind of freaky because obviously that just infinite blackness of nothingness. Like no one else is out there. You are then definitely alone. At least we're here alone with a planet filled with people.
So social
like
animals,
us.
Social creatures. Can't be kept alone for a while.
But then there's that curious nature. I mean, if you were immortal, Trot.
Yeah, go on.
And they said, you know what we're going to do? You're immortal.
Yeah.
We're going to send you on.
You're going to watch
solo
everyone you know and love die.
Yeah, you're going to do that several times over, like a vampire.
Yep.
We're going to send you in a spaceship.
Yep.
And we're going to just send you out there for an infinite amount of time.
Do I get an option?
Well, yeah, you can say no. I'd rather live on the planet and watch it, get destroyed by the people on it.
So that's
because
going to happen.
Also in this Fermi paradox thing, they mentioned that
there is an apocalypse.
Well, no, they mentioned that like every species has died out or something over at least a few.
Pretty naff.
So is humanity going to be on that list? Probably.
So it's just humans left, is it, on this horrible?
Well, you say that, but every species before us hasn't had quite the level of impact.
Intelligence, or but like also disasters and stuff happen. That's just But I mean, there's no. I mean, the time scale on this is huge. Really.
I mean, yeah, we could get hit by a comet and wipe us out.
Who knows? It could be like that film. What's the film with Morgan Freeman as the president?
It's not Deep Impact, is it?
Deep Impact.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Knowledge.
Well done,
Wipes
mate.
out a lot of people, and they have an underground bunker which supposedly saves them. A lot of them. Spoiler alert. It's not a film. That'd be pretty crazy. What would you do if, today on the news suddenly?
War never changes.
The comet is on its way to Earth, and it's
I'd be like
the size of Mount
that
Everest.
whole immortal thing. I'm up for that now.
It's the size.
Sign me up.
Well, because then what? Well, then you'd survive, and then you'd be the only one left on this arid,
do I not get
messed
someone else?
up Earth. Sorry?
Do I not get someone else?
Well, maybe there's probably more than one immortal person.
Well, then
maybe,
that gives me a goal.
If that's going to be,
it gives me a goal to find them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll hang out and be mates. Or there'll be a dick, and I'll be like, "Fuck, we're both immortal, and you're a dick." Oh.
How far does the immortal thing work though, in terms of like, if for
you
example,
set the rules, Ross.
Well, that's me. I did set the rules. But what if your head comes off? Are you still alive? Is your head still there? Is your body then going to stand up and then grab your head and pop it back on like some sort of?
I'd like to think I'm in control of both elements, Ross.
Yeah.
And even though I've got a remote head situation going on,
yeah.
I'd be like, "Yep, body."
Yeah. It would then be I'll whip this off, roll it down there, and have a good view before I send my body in.
Yeah.
But then again, it would be. I mean, that only really works with certain comedy scenarios. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, being immortal sounds. I mean, if you could literally just travel the expanse of space
as the great
as
prophet,
an immortal person,
Freddie Mercury once said,
with a lot of patience.
"Who wants to live forever?"
But also, what one album would you take with you on this infinite journey? This is turned into that, isn't
now
it?
46.
Now 46. You're gonna live with now 46.
What greats were on
for
now
an infinite amount of time.
I actually know.
This is
taking a plunge there.
This is music that you're listening to for an infinite amount of time, and you're.
I'm blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die. Just in my little space shuttle.
Nothing's updated. And also, the only other music is music you make yourself.
I'm so alone.
So that, you are then stuck in a specific time zone for an infinite amount of time before you perhaps reach a planet.
I'll go fucking batshit insane, Ross, but hopefully in my insanity I'm at peace.
You should be rolling the dice to see if you find another planet.
I have a blue hill.
It'll be a rough ride to get to insanity, but
Yeah.
once I'm there, I'll be like, well,
time to put the CD on.
Psycho's taken over. In my own little dream world. Do I get an Oculus Rift or anything? Maybe a console?
You can
Why the
take-
fuck
yeah.
do you want that if you're sailing through the
Like a
universe?
futuristic one, so I can like be
Just-
somewhere else.
Or maybe you could just
live in the Earth that
return
once
back
was.
to Earth in your headset.
in my mind.
Christ, what a depressing idea that is.
Maybe that's
Well,
what
that's-
this is.
that's what
Maybe,
we're
maybe
going
that's
back
what
to,
life
though,
is,
guys.
guys. Maybe we're sailing through the universe right now and we're in some sort of VR life just to
Yeah.
pass the time until we get where we're
Every
going.
time we sleep, we're
Cryostasis.
actually waking up.
Mm.
That's the fear.
And we're
Was
just
that the
getting-
last one, Trot? Or is there another one? 100
No,
faults.
There is
there's
one more.
What was the point of that, really? 100 faults. Nuts.
So it was
What was another one? What we're going for? Roach or Pit Viper?
Hit on this one.
Pit Viper it is.
Facility of 47.
Yeah, so Trot, you go to bed at night, and it turns out you actually wake up in the real.
You're screaming because you got no penis.
It was all
And
fragmented.
so your dreams and
Doesn't make
nightmares
sense.
are actually really happening
Yeah,
to an alternate
They
version
don't
of
make
yourself.
any sense logically.
Yeah, because you're not programmed into the world. It's
How the fuck do you guys make that and I didn't?
I don't know.
Clever.
Sorry?
Just really
Something about clever. Something about
Being
you said
really
we're being clever
Such
because
an
of that.
asshole to me, Trot.
Yeah, I should really tone it down, shouldn't I?
Shit.
I'm just a dick.
I have a blue house with a blue window.
Wow.
Blue is the color.
Freestyler. Bomb Funk MC, remember that? Oh,
With the
Fuck a
freestyle.
microphone.
Down, down, air
the stereo.
radio. With the freestyler. Cool. God, the
Biblioteca.
Boom. Yeah, I remember that song.
Jeez,
Hilarious.
straight from the top
Hilarious.
of
I
my
had it on
dome.
mini disc, guys.
It's a rock,
Yeah.
rock,
Remember mini disc?
I do remember
microphone.
mini disc. You
I never
bring up
got-
mini disc probably once a month.
I
But
went
you're
back,
trying to keep the format alive.
trying to bring the format back because
It was
I
marginally
spent
smaller
so
than
much money on.
CDs.
No, my brother actually bought a mini
It was
disc
cooler than
hi-fi,
CDs.
so it didn't have a CD player. It had a mini disc bit.
What was the idea between mini disc and CDs?
It was just a fucking floppy disk with a literally a mini disc inside.
Was it the bridge between CDs and tapes?
I think so.
No.
No, it wasn't
Well,
because it came out after CD.
I think it was like you can fit
It was
more
just
on
like, oh, it's a little cartridge, but it's like, you know, it was easier because
It's more
obviously
compact.
you didn't skip as much.
Was
or
it higher
anything like that.
fidelity?
I don't know. But it was more compact, like taking a CD player on
Mhm.
the bus.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't
Scratch
it?
the shit out of it.
And also just, yeah, exactly, like, in terms of having non-skippable music.
I imagine they were much more expensive to manufacture.
And you could actually
Essentially.
skip, you had this cool little Sony remote thingy that,
They tried to make it the new Walkman.
it was very
didn't they?
close to MP3 at that time in terms of,
So we had the tape Walkman, and then the
digitalisation.
CD age sort of ruined the Walkman. So they tried to bring it back with mini disc.
yeah, fucking
Like
Sony.
the best of CD, but it still is a tape Walkman format.
I sucked at that one, guys.
And most of our audience wouldn't even fucking know what we're talking about.
Oh, look!
I win!
You won, Trot!
By a landslide.
Oh my god!
What a
Congratulations.
surprise!
What a surprise.
But it doesn't matter because it's all simulation.
Oh.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.